What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do an unboxing and review of the T+A Solitaire T headphones. Now, these guys have been out for a couple years. I've been having my eyes on these for a long time. I was actually doing some shopping around for them and was able to get these guys in big. And I got a plus on this. I'm gonna have to explain that to you as well. But man, yeah, this is big time, huge for the channel. I'm glad I was able to pull this off and get them in. Let's talk about price and specs. As far as price, these guys are probably the most expensive headphones out, wireless headphones out. They go at $1,700. Trust me, I did not pay anything near that. Because there's no way I was going to shell that out, and luckily I didn't have to. As far as colors go, these come in black, cognac white, which is what we have here, and you got your traditional all white. Okay, so there's a difference. I guess there's like a cognac off white with these ones, so you would definitely tell the difference between that and the white ones. As far as Bluetooth versions, as far as specs go, rather, the Bluetooth version is 5.1 class 2. As far and going into supported codecs of AAC, SBC, aptX, and aptX HD. You do have hybrid noise canceling with 3 modes. You got on, off, high quality mode, which is noise canceling turned off. You have 2 mics for ANC in both ear cups, which does definitely help for noise canceling. You know, we will test that out. As far as battery length, as far as battery, you can get up to 70 hours in standard mode, up to 35 hours in high quality mode, and charging time from 0 to 100 is 2 hours. As far as features go, each ear cup rocks a 42 millimeter dynamic drivers with cellulose, if I can pronounce that right. I always have problems with that. Cellulose diaphragms made of machined aluminum components, synthetic leather headband and ear cups. You got 2 built-in DACs, one into the Qualcomm Bluetooth chip, so you can have a DAC while listening, using them in standard Bluetooth mode. And then you have a 1 ESS Sabre DAC for a high-res audio in high-quality mode. Oh my goodness. The ESS Sabre DAC can also be used with the USB-C cable. All right, so you got two different DAC versions in here. This is going to be insane. You got different connection options. You got the USB-C for charging and audio. You got the 2.5 balance cable, and you also have Bluetooth. You got button controls, multi-point connectivity, and app support for Android and iOS. So let's go ahead and dive into this and see what we got here. Very, very excited on this one. All right, had to answer a phone call, so let's go ahead and get into this box. Very, very excited to see these headphones. Let me see, make sure there's no tape around. Nope, no tape. All right, let's go ahead and get this sleeve off. All right, T+A Engineering and Emotion. Theory and Application is what it stands for, really. T+A. All right, let's go ahead and open this up. All right, we got T+A up in the top. I'm liking the presentation. Actually, I'm loving the presentation. Now, these ones are the cognac white. Good thing is that when I did purchase these, I purchased the black because they were substantially lower in price, and I didn't want them to get away, so I went ahead and purchased them. Well, here, the gentleman that I purchased them from gave me a call and said that, hey, he sold the black ones that I had originally purchased, and then I guess my sale went through, and then he noticed that he's, I guess somewhere in the behind the scenes, it went through before his sale went through. of the other ones to the other person, or the black ones to the other person. And he called me and was like, hey, the only ones I got are the cognac white ones, brand new. And he was selling them to me. He would ship them to me for the price that I paid for the black ones. So I really scored on that one there. And I really did want the cognac white ones, honestly, but I wasn't going to pay the top dollar amount for it, which was how much they were. But I got them for substantially less, and I'm very excited about it. I just wanted to share that with you guys. All right, so there they are. Cognac white. Them things look so clean. So clean. All right, we will come back to those. We're going to set these to the side for a moment. Let's go ahead and see what we got in here. Looks like we got 2.5 to, was that 3.5 or is that a 4.4? I think that's a 4.4 unbalanced cable. But we definitely a 2.5 on the other end. We got our manual, safety instructions, and warranty in here. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. All right. Registering, warranty and stuff. We've got another safety instructions there, and we have our guide here. Our user guide. I love it. Full color, very nicely done. Got it in German as well as English. Nice. Very nice. Oh, and we got the color match case. That cognac color, that tan, brown, like you call it brown. All right, let's see. We got zipper, zipper protected from water. Very nice leather too, soft. I got the T+A branding here at the bottom left. All right. Inside, very solitaire T. Again, the soft leather type material. And here, is this Velcroed on? Yes, it is. It's Velcroed on box. Magnetic. All right, we got some poison for the trolls. We got USB-C to USB-C cable. We also have 2.5 to 3.5 millimeter cable for your audio, for audio listening. We got, looks like we forgot an adapter to a 6.25. I believe it's an adapter so you can plug into like your stereo unit or anything like that. And of course we got the airplane adapter as well here inside this bag here. So we are fully loaded. You can use these before they had these where you can use these as just for audio, for your stereo system and stuff. We're gonna put that back in there for right now. And then they went ahead and made them Bluetooth. So you can use these as just with like your hi-fi system or your DAC. You can plug it directly in and rock on with these without power. And you're still good to go. And you can also use, excuse me, you can also have them powered on using them via Bluetooth with the, and be able to rock off with that as well. So absolutely love it. I'm just putting all this stuff away so we don't lose anything. All right, keep everything together, nice and tight. See, everything was nice and snug until I started messing around. All right. Look at me. I can't put nothing back right. All right, there we go. All right, now let's go ahead and take a look We'll slide this box off to the side. Let's go ahead and take a look at these headphones. Oh, very nice. Got that off-white with the brown, the cognac brown color. You got Solitaire T on the headband. Very lightweight, even though you got that aluminum construction to them. Very, very luxurious. The soft leather, synthetic leather as they call it. Oh, very, very soft. Good cushion up inside the headband. Plenty of cushion there. Pillow soft cushion on the ear cups. Wonderful. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at our buttons here. We're gonna move this out the way. Make some room up here. All right, let's zoom in a little bit. All right, a little bit more. There we go. All right, so we take a look at the buttons here. Okay, you've got your power on and off button here, which also you can put into your Bluetooth. You can get these guys into pairing mode. Well, actually, this is just, yeah. And you've got your different modes button here. You got your DAC button here to turn off and on. Or like, not your off and on, but your, your DAC and stuff. You could activate that. Of course, over here, you got your power. All right, shows you how much power it is. Okay, then you can go over here. You turn on Bluetooth. You press it up. And you got in pairing mode. All right, so you got, and of course you got what's this, a 2.5 cable port. You got your USB-C port. And the touch controls is here. On the pad, on this touch surface here, you also have a button here. Let's get a little closer. You got this button here where if you put your finger on that, it will take you into like a talk through mode, like on, say for instance, like the Sony headphones. If you cover the whole the whole cup, you go into like a transparency mode. And then of course, if the same thing here, you press and hold it, I believe, it will then take you in, and then a single tap will take you back to your regular volume levels that you had. Man, these are very, very luxurious. Look at that. I just love the look of them. Very clean. And they fold both ways. They do the 180-degree turn. I love that. And you can fold them. You can collapse them in like this for a little more of a compact traveling situation. Absolutely love it. But I'm telling you, me personally, they'll be in their case just like that with me. Man, let's see. Got the ratcheting of the arms extending out. Let's see, how far does these turn down? They don't turn down too far off the yokes. But man, let's go ahead and put these guys on quick. Let's go ahead and put these on. See how they do, how they feel. All right. All right, let's go ahead and flip the camera. Excuse me. All right, this is how they feel on. I'm getting really good noise isolation. Real comfortable headband up here. Not feeling any type of stress or any type of pressure yet. The cups are very, very comfortable. A little narrow, but once I set in, got my ears set in, it's no problem whatsoever. They feel wonderful. The clamping force is there a little bit, but with the how soft the ear cups are, or the ear pads are, negates any type of pressure that I might be getting from the clamping force. But man, these feel amazing. Here, let's check how they look on the side, from the side views. Man, feels fantastic. All right, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go ahead, get these guys paired up, and take a walk through the app. Stay strapped in. All right, let's go ahead and get these guys paired up. Now, I misspoke here on the controls, so let me go ahead and clear that up. First up, this is on the left ear cup is your power button. The LEDs will tell you what your power levels are. You got, 4 of them, and then if the one at the bottom is lit up, it will just shows that they're in use. All right. Then over here on the right ear cup, you've got your modes, your digital assistant button, and then of course you got your Bluetooth, whether you have it on or off. You can turn it on. Right now it's off, but you can turn it on and then you can put it in pairing mode. So we want to go ahead and take care of that right now. We've got the Z Fold 6 ready to go. So let's go ahead and get these guys turned on. All right, you see how it's powering up. Tell me exactly how much battery life I have, and then now the green is on, showing that they are in use. So we switch over here to the right ear cup, hit the switch, and then hold it up for 2 seconds to go into pairing mode. So now you got the flashing light. I don't know if you guys can see that, it's blue. All right, so let's go ahead and get these paired up. No Google Fast Pair or anything like that with these headphones. So we got to go in the old-fashioned way. All right, let's go ahead down. There you are, Solitaire T. We'll go ahead and pair. Yep, we want to pair. And, excuse me, we are good. We've got the volume slider. We go all the way back up my long list. There they are. We'll fix the name later, but we are in. So what we want to do now is we want to go into the app. We'll open it up here on the candy bar version on the main screen, on the front screen rather. You go to T+A Solitaire app. I already had it on. Now, one more thing I wanted to let you guys know before we continue is the LED lights here. All right, you got 3 different versions of it here. You got where it is green, means that you are in SBC mode. All right, if you're in white or clear, you are in AAC. If you're in red or orange, this looks red to me. You're using aptX, and if you are in yellow, if this light is yellow, that means you're using aptX HD. So you know exactly which codec the headphones are using at any given time, and basically that goes along with whatever codec your phone or device supports. So just wanted to let you guys know that as well. All right, so let's go into the app, get our permissions together. All right, pairing successful. And now we are in. Let's see if it works in the. Yes, it does work in the tablet form. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look through. At the top, you got the name Solitaire T. Underneath, you've got the battery level, how much battery you have on the headphones. Bluetooth, letting you know that you have Bluetooth connection here. All right, and then you got your modes for noise canceling. You have ANC, and then of course you got your different modes. You got maximum, office, and outdoor. Okay, then of course you got off, and then you got high quality, which then also turns off noise canceling as well, but gives you high quality audio sound. All right, so that's what we have there. And of course at the bottom you have your 3 tabs. Right now we're in the home button, the home section here. I wonder if we could change the color of the headphones here to match yours, match the ones that we have here. So let's go. We'll figure that out. All right, let's go ahead. We go into sound. Here you've got flat. This is, maybe I don't know. Let's go ahead and hit down. Okay, so you do have some presets. You got flat. You got bass boost, which turns it that way. You got treble boost, which you do that way. You got speech. Okay. vitalize, and relax. All right, so you got those options there. You can reset back to flat. And it doesn't look like you have an option to customize the EQ setting, which is a really, really big miss if that's the case. But right now, I do not see any way that you can customize the EQ on these guys, which is a real shame. All right, so there's all your presets there. And let's go into more. All right, right now, you got your tutorials. All right, you can go through them, how to turn on and off, Bluetooth pairing, noise canceling, digital assistant, your codecs, charging, battery level, play, pause, volume, skip and reverse tracks, phone calls, transparency mode. We'll go through all that a little bit later on. And then, of course, you got your firmware update, which we do have. And then, of course, you got your frequently asked questions, terms of service, your data privacy, licenses, and feedback. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and go do the firmware update. And then we will actually, yeah, that's all for this app anyway. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And then we will continue our testing. Stay strapped in. Okay, real quick, Randy update. And they did include a custom EQ setting. But you have to be playing music. So we're going to go ahead and pop something on real quick. So just so we can check this out. Because apparently it only works, it looks like it only works when you have music playing. So we're going to go ahead and throw something on. All right, I got music playing now. We got Eminem. Let's get back into the app. All right, so now with music playing, we got a 5-band equalizer that we can go ahead and make adjustments on it. So I spoke a little too soon when I said it was a miss because they came back in with the app update, and there we go. So we'll play with this a little later during the sound test. Let's continue. All right, we are back in. What we're going to do now is the multi-point connection test. So we will see if these guys do support it. I know I mentioned it in the list of features. So let's go ahead and test that out, right? So we already know that we have it connected here to the Z Fold 6. So what we're going to do, we're going to turn off Bluetooth here. And we're going to go ahead and connect it to the Tab S10 Ultra. So what we do is go over to the right ear cup here and put these guys in pairing mode. Hold it up here for a couple seconds. All right, now we got the pairing light flashing again. So what we're going to do is we'll go ahead and we got to do it over here, okay? Get the Bluetooth going. Let's go into details. Scroll all the way down. We got Solitaire T right here, so we'll go ahead and pair. Yes, we want to pair. All right. We got the rocker. It's pairing up at the top, showing pairing. So what we're going to do, we go back in. We got the red dot. Let's go ahead back in. We will turn on Bluetooth here on the phone. And instantly starting to connect directly into the Solitaire T's. Let's go to details. All right, we are in on both phones or both devices. So Multipoint does work. So we're going to go ahead and put these guys back on. So excited to do this, by the way. And all right, so we got them on. We're going to do a sound test with them. Excuse me. So let's go ahead and we'll play with this a little bit. All right, we go. All right, so I just lost my train of thought here. So we'll go ahead and get a video up. All right. You're gonna grab one here. Let's go into content. And we're gonna grab. And let's see which one you want to grab. We'll grab that one. All right. All right, let's make sure everything's paused up. All right, so we got one video on the Z Fold 6. We got another video on the Tab S10 Ultra. Let's go ahead and hit play on the phone. All right, we got audio playing out of this one. We're going to pause that. Let's go to the tablet. All right, took a little bit to get started, but we do have audio in the from the tablet. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and see if these guys have audio switch. And we're going to hit the phone and see if it starts playing here and pause here. All right, so here we go. All right. No audio switching here. So you definitely have to pause and then play on your second device. All right. It takes a second or two for your audio to come through, but Multipoint does work. Again, not having auto switch is not a deal breaker for me, but you know, with the firmware updates and stuff available, hopefully T+A will add that to these headphones, and all is gravy. Again, I love the fact that Multipoint is included on these, and it works just fine. Let's continue. All right, next up is the touch control test on the headphones on your right ear cup. Right inside the inner oval here is where your touch surface is. This is where you do all your operating as far as controls. So what we're going to do is going to test and see how responsive that is. There is no wear sensor in the headphones, so we can do this with no problem. All right, so let's go ahead. We're going to hit play on the music. We're going to leave this one tilted so we can hear a little bit. All right, so we got audio coming out. So now a single tap. We'll pause it. Or is it? Let me see if I... Okay, it's a double tap. Sorry. Double tap pauses it. Double tap play again. All right. So I should have known that double tap. Anyway, now if you push forward or from the back to the front, it should take you to the next track. All right, took me to the next track. Now, going back is in the opposite direction from front to back. It will either take you to the beginning of the song, depending on how far into the song you are, or it will take you to the previous song. So you may have to swipe twice. All right, so of course you got your volume up. If you press up, you see the volume's moving. All right, then down, takes it the other way. Okay, so that works. Very responsive. Now you have an inner circle here that if you double tap on it, it lowers the volume so that way you can have a conversation to whoever you're talking with and everything. Your music lowers down, and in a single press, it returns it back to the previous volume level. So double tap lowers it, single tap returns you. So again, very responsive as well. Absolutely like it. My only concern is because of the way the headphones are angled, you may miss I say for instance, you're trying to turn up the volume, and because of the way it's angled, you may trigger either skip or reverse option on the track. Maybe even the volume ones more is okay. So you can still, even if you go from bottom to top, all the way from, you know, even if you run across the inner circle here for for the stay aware mode or the talk mode, it doesn't matter. But you want to be very careful when you actuate these because of the way the design of the cup is and the way, muscle memory will get you there and you'll be fine and everything, but you just want to take advantage, take notice of that. All right. So again, very responsive with the touch controls. Absolutely love it. Let's continue. The mic test with the T+A Solitaire T headphones in a quiet location. This is a mic test with the T+A Solitaire T headphones in a quiet location. This is a mic test with the T+A Solitaire T headphones in a crowded location. This is a mic test with the T+A Solitaire T headphones in a crowded location. All right, we are outside for an ANC test with the T+A Solitaire T headphones. Let me paint the picture. We've got traffic running back and forth from left to right behind me, and behind that we got the rail yards behind the buildings here. So you may hear some box cars and everything, some brakes, some squeaking brakes and everything like that during this test. Right now it's in a pretty cool, pretty quiet right now, but I still get some ambient sounds from the buildings and stuff around me, and I got a little slight breeze as well. That could also help out as well. Let me make sure I'm on here in these secure. All right. So we are currently in the app. We are in high quality mode, which basically turns off the noise canceling, and I can hear the cars riding by with no problem. If I turn, I don't, turn. They feel good, even with sunglasses on. These the cushions on the ear cups are just fantastic. They feel really good. So let's go ahead and get this switched over to noise canceling. All right. We got ANC on, and it's on the maximum setting. Right now, everything got a little quieter. Okay, I'm looking. I got a car coming this way. We're gonna see how it does as far as blocking out the sound. Okay, it didn't block it out completely, but it did dull it a lot for me, so it's not as loud as it would have been. Honestly, I just want to check, make sure I am securing these. Yeah, okay. All right, now let's do a little correction there. I had it was like a little fold underneath here, so once I adjusted it, I got it sitting right now, so we're gonna do this again. We got some other vehicles coming and stuff. We're gonna see how they sound. Okay, that's better. That's improved. I had a mistake on the right ear cup, but now that's improved a lot now. So it's not deadening any of this, like the sound completely. It's not killing, like knocking it out like Bose or Sony or anything like that. But it is really much quieter than it would have been in like high quality mode on these headphones. Again, let me go ahead and turn my head, see if I lose seal. All right, so far, yeah, you do lose just a tad bit of seal if you turn either hard left or hard right. I think it's because of the lower end down here. But when you turn your head, you do lose a slight bit of seal on them. So that's something to take into consideration as well. I mean, other than that, you get really good noise isolation, but if you turn your head in the hard right, hard left directions, the seal will break slightly. All right, so just to let you know. Again, so if I had to rate these from 1 to 10, 1 being the absolute best headphone noise canceling out there, or 1 being the absolute trashiest one out, excuse me, I'm okay with giving these guys a 7.5 on the noise canceling, in my opinion. They do a really good job. They are not up there with the Bose and Sony and for the lack of a better term, for lack of a better one, the H100s by Bang & Olufsen. I think they have a better ANC rating, in my opinion. But they're not up there, but they're still not the worst. And so, yeah, 7.5 is pretty good, is what I will go with. And yeah, we'll wrap up the ANC test for the T+A Solitaire T headphones. Not bad. All right, what we're going to do now is the sound test. I've really been looking forward to this with these headphones. Now, they do have the EQ now with the new update. Excuse me. With the most recent update, they did include a 5-band equalizer. I showed you that earlier. However, music has to be playing in order to show it. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get some music playing. All right, we got that. just so I can show you the EQ settings. I'm going to pause it quick now that I'm in there. All right, this is my EQ settings I have set for the Solitaire Ts. You know, my V shape. I love that. For most headphones, I think I get the best sound this way. Some I have to change and go to a different configuration, but we're going to go ahead and test it right here on this. All right, so now we go in. Right now we're in, have noise canceling turned off. We're going to try music in both ANC and high quality to see the difference in these. So let's go ahead and get these guys on. I'm going to flip the camera. All right. Very comfortable headphones, man. These are amazingly soft. The build quality is top notch. All right, so we are in the noise canceling is turned on. Let's get our cutaway so you can see. All right, so noise canceling has been turned off. So we'll go into high Q, high quality mode. All right, so it switched over there. So I just wanted to see how my voice sounded, because with high quality turned off, ANC is also turned off. So first thing we're going to do is let's go ahead and switch back to noise canceling. Now we have it on there. Now it's asking for different. We're going to have it on maximum, as you can see here. All right, so we got it. So it's on max. All right, so here we go. We're going to go ahead and we got our first song queued up already. Let's check our volume level. Make sure we are at our optimum listening level. All right, we are there. All right, here we go. Song number 1. All right, now we are in noise canceling mode right now. All right. Nice clarity. More, again, the mids and highs are really bright. Getting the detail with the breathing and everything. All right. Excuse me. Now let's go ahead and switch to high quality mode. All right. Okay, high quality mode. You feel like you got a wider sound stage. Again, just definitely tell the difference. All right. All right. You can really tell the difference in sound. All right. Let's go back to, all right, we're going to pause. Let's go to noise canceling. All right, noise canceling is on. Now let's go back to that. All right. Pause. Let's go to high quality again. Let's go. Yeah, you could definitely tell the difference with the sound stage. Definitely wider. Now, the one thing I want to mention, I ran over a lot on this one, but one thing I also want to mention on these is, yes, the soundstage is wider, but it toned down the mids and highs so they don't sound as, I guess, rich. You know what I mean? I guess that's trying to find a better word to describe it, but it doesn't have that. They sound great. They fantastic, but it doesn't sound as high pitched, rich sound. It dulls it down just enough to make them sound just perfect in high quality mode. All right, so in my opinion, now that's just song number 1. All right, let's go ahead and slide over. First things first, let's get back into the app. We're gonna start at noise canceling. All right. Okay, so noise canceling is back on. So now we're gonna go ahead and slide into our bass song. Here we go. All right, good punch. And again, we're in noise canceling mode. Okay. Again, nice clarity with the vocals. Punch is there. Nice smooth fade away. I wish it was a little bit more thump in it. Let's turn this up. Woo. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's get back. Because when we got up there to the high volume, it started to pop. The speakers literally started to pop because of the mids and highs. All right. So we had to come back down immediately. All right. All right. So I'm sorry. Let's go ahead and switch over to high quality. Okay. Now we're in high quality mode. All right. So let's turn this up a little bit. Let's see how it does here. Okay. Yeah, I'm not going that high again with these. They get plenty loud, but you get with the mids and highs, the way I have them set, it started to pop. So let's try this. See, now that's a little deeper sound. Now let's see if we turned up. Okay. Now that's nice. All right. We try to find my preferred. Okay. Okay. I think I found my spot. All right. I think I found the setting. All right. So, all right. Let's pause that. Now, my V-shaped setting, when I went up to the higher volume, you can hear it like I don't know, like if I'd have kept it there any longer, the speakers were going to pop, and I wasn't trying to hear that. Definitely came back down off of that a little real quick. Made that on the fly adjustment as you saw there. Turned down the highs, turned them down a few notches. Turned down the two, found that sweet spot for them where I can move up and down, still get the clarity, get the good bass, and everything. I just had to make that adjustment because these guys get plenty loud, and their mids are high. The mids and highs are real rich on these, so I had to go ahead and do that. But man, I love it. The bass, I wish it was a little bit more punchier on these. Again, we were in high quality mode. The bass did improve on that one in comparison to the ANC option. But yeah, they just sounds so clear though. The clarity was top notch, but I had to adjust that on the fly to make sure that I get the really good sound. Cause man, yeah, these earbud headphones pop. No, can't have that. Can't have that. All right. So let's go ahead and get into, our final song here. Let's go ahead. We got Home, Kenny G. See now, again, very crisp, very clear. The good transition on the low end to the lower keys. Yeah, high quality mode is exactly where you want these at. All right. Now we're in high quality mode right now, I believe. Yes. So let's pause this real quick and switch over to noise canceling. All right. So this is probably one of the ones that let's hit play. Yeah. I mean, even the noise canceling sounds really good. Very clear, but high quality is definitely where you want it. Excuse me. Yes, definitely. Let's switch back over. Definitely. Yes. So clear. And the spacing between the keyboard and saxophone is on site. You're getting great detail. Oh man. I don't want way over on this. I just wanted to hear this one's part again. That sounds so smooth. Ah, this sounds so good. I could listen to that the whole thing through these headphones. They sound so good. Oh my goodness, man. Woo. All right, man. These sound wonderful. All right, so I know put in. Actually, you know what? Let's do one more song. One more. This is my video. I could do what I want. All right, let's go ahead. We will do one more song. We're gonna go ahead and jump into. Yeah, let's go ahead and do some Lenny. Actually, you know what? No, let's go. Let's do some Guns N' Roses. Here we go. Let's get that. Ooh, yeah. I love this guitar solo, man. It's so crisp. And with the high quality mode, fantastic. Ah, the sound stage is nice and wide too. So this guitar right here sounds like it's way over here. All right, here we go. Yeah, absolutely love it. Again, I wish the drums had a little bit more punch, but the crispness is of the guitars fantastic. All right, and then we got Axl Rose coming in, vocals nice and clear. All right, let's flip over to noise Kansas ANC mode. Okay, now it's a little bit of a deeper sound. Still sounds good. Oh man, that high quality mode definitely gives you the crisper uh mids and highs. The bass is okay there. But definitely if you're an audiophile, the high quality mode is definitely where you want to be because you're more concerned with the mids and highs, the crispness of those, and the bass is like secondary. But if you were into like something that has good bass and everything, I still like the high quality. It's just with these headphones, bass is not it's solid. It's a solid bass sound and everything, but you know it's not emphasized like the mids and highs are. At least in my opinion, still a great pair of headphones. They sound wonderful, no doubt. All right, so let's go ahead and go into my likes and dislikes of the T+A Solitaire T headphones. All right, we are back in for my likes and dislikes of the T+A Solitaire T headphones. Let's go ahead and dive right into my dislikes first. First off, my one dislike is the width of the head of the ear cups. I wish these was just a little wider. Uh, that way, I don't know, it doesn't feel square. I mean, once I have my ear in, it's very comfortable and everything, but I just wish it was just a little bit wider as far as the ear cup goes. But other than that, very, very comfortable in the ear. Number two, no wear sensor. Price point and everything with these headphones, you would think these would come with a wear detection sensor in them. So, but that's another dislike for these. Let me see what other one is. Okay, the other one also is no audio switching, no audio, so you can't switch from device to device. You have to pause the first one and then start the second one. Again, not a deal breaker for me, but I wish, again, a product, headphones at this price point, you think you would, that stuff would be included, like the wear sensor, auto switching, Google Fast Pair. That's another one that you don't have that you have to put in there. You would think all that would be included in on these. Yes, I know these have been out for a couple years, but still, that stuff was readily available even at the time of these guys being released. But those features should have been included as well. And then last but not least, the price. I understand you're paying, if you pay full price for these, you're paying for just the craftsmanship, the materials. It's just so I understand that. I get it. But yeah, they can come down off of that a little bit, in my opinion. All right. So those were my dislikes for these headphones. Let's go ahead and flip into my likes. Okay. First off, the build quality, absolutely love it. Definitely put it up there with the, I guess, my Dolly IO 12s. In that range of the H100s by Bang & Olufsen. Definitely will put them in that category there. Even the Focus Apollos as well. Very nice, well done, very well constructed, great materials. I think that it just looks and feels luxurious. Just very soft all the way around, soft where it needs to be, very sturdy and firm where it has to be. And just with the aluminum, makes them light and everything. Good for long-term wear, long-term listening sessions and stuff. So, but very well constructed, no creaking or anything like that. Yeah, you're gonna clang your metal on metal here, but other than that, man, these are very well put together headphones. Absolutely. And again, with the being able to get the cognac white ones, they just look amazing. They look utterly amazing. All right, so the build quality I like. I love the fact that these guys you can fold them in multiple ways. I love the fact that the ear cups go 180 degrees, so that way you can have them rest on your neck, no matter how you do it. That way you can protect the speakers on the inside if you lay them face down on you, around your neck and everything. Very, very comfortable. I love that feature. Also, again, speaking of comfort, the ear cups and the ear pad and the headband, rather, the ear pads here, very soft. I don't think these guys are replaceable. I'm not sure. Look, no, they may be removable. You may be able to get a replacement of these, but very, very soft. The headband, again, right amount of cushioning in it. It's good enough cushioning in it. Had no problem with pressure on my head with the headband. Absolutely very, very comfortable. I love the pillow-esque ear pads. Very nice, very soft. Just wonderful. I guess I like touch controls. Very responsive. But again, muscle memory will teach you, because of the way that the ear pads or the ear cups are slanted a little bit. You want to make sure that you get your get your muscle memory together for your touch controls there. But very responsive. Absolutely. I absolutely love it. I love the different features that it has, different ways of listening to these. You got your analog versions. You've got, and of course, you got your wireless version as well. You can do with the 3.5. You got your USB Type C. You got all that going for you. Noise canceling. You got a button for your device assistant. You got your 3 different modes. Just a lot of ways to use these. You can use these passively. You don't have to have them powered on to use the analog connection. So you can use these just as a regular pair of headphones that you can plug into a system, and you can actually just rock out that way. So I absolutely love the variations, the different ways you can use these. These can pretty much be like your only pair of headphones, because you can use them in various ways, no matter what. Let me see what else I like. Multipoint connectivity, of course. The app, now they got it updated with that 5-band equalizer. Apps, I do like that. I wish on the app that you could change the color of your headphones. I know this is kind of a weird thing. Let me get these connected in. I know this is kind of a crazy thing to think of, but when you go into the app here, you should be able to change say they show it as the black and aluminum, you should be able to change that to whichever pair that you actually own. Gives you that second level of personal ownership, personalizing of the headphones. In the case they already changed the name of the headphones at the top to what I have it listed in my phone. So why not be able to change here what the actual ones they look like? And that's just a peeve to me. Something that I thought they would add in there. Maybe sometime down the road in the update they might add that. But it does. They do. They're just a really great pair of headphones. Let me see. Did I cover everything? I know I covered all my dislikes. Yeah, I think I did cover. Oh, the sound. I'm sorry. Absolutely fantastic sound. These guys get plenty loud. Excuse me, on their own. Again, like I said, when I had that set, I turned them up like I normally do. They sound like the speakers were going to pop, so I retreated back immediately. All right, but again, you could really get fine tune the mids and highs on here. You can find that sweet spot, which I just did, and they sound phenomenal. That high quality mode is definitely something to be reckoned with. It just gives you that instant spatial audio type feel when you're listening to music and everything. I did listen to Mozart off camera. Sound wonderful. I can't wait to put these up against some of my higher end headphones, and so you want to definitely stay tuned for that Gauntlet series, because that's going to be something short of very amazing and fun at the same time. So make sure you stay tuned for that. But man, these are a really, really great set of headphones. I'm completely blown away by them, just by the look of them. Just sitting here looking at them. I thought it'd be a little longer before I got them here on the channel, but here they are, and they're fantastic. Yeah. So, all right, that about wraps up my likes and dislikes. Let's go ahead and wrap this up. So this has been an unboxing and review of the T+A Solitaire T headphones. Definitely a high dollar headphone. If you find them brand new, they're very, very expensive. But man, just the build quality, the sound, yeah, I do think the price could come down on them personally. But I love the sound of these. I love the build quality on them. I can't wait to put them up in the Gauntlet series. So if you're in the market for basically an all-in-one, very luxurious, high value, or high quality headphone, you definitely want to take a look at these. There are other ones as well, but definitely, if you get to a store that has them where you can try them, definitely try them out. I'm telling you, you will not be disappointed. All right, and yeah, if you want to see, if you like what you see, let's put it that way, go and hit the like button if you want to join me as I continue to do videos like this and others. There will be a Gauntlet series for these guys, so you definitely want to make sure you're subscribed for that. But in order to do that, hit the subscribe and the notification bell right down here in the lower right. That way you'll be notified when videos like this and others and the Gauntlet series come through. Well, I done turned something on. All right. I turned on Mozart. All right. So yeah, so that way you know when those videos are dropped. And I will see you guys on the next one.